Hello everyone, this is Charles here with QScreens bringing you a new product release. This is our UAV 8.4 inch replacement touchscreen for many Jeep, Chrysler, Ram vehicles. The Jeep Grand Cherokee with nav from 2019 to 22, 2018 to 2020 Pacifica, and the 2019 and up Ram. Very common touchscreen, and they have a lot of problems. You may notice delamination, the bubbles are peeling, sometimes the touch is jumping around or frozen or unresponsive. All of these are caused by the defective touchscreen, and we are going to show you how to fix that at a very low cost today, and it's a very simple do-it-yourself job. Here you can see a lot of UAV factory panels that have the same defect. This is a 100% defect that will happen to every one of these vehicles over time, and it's really due to a bad design from the factory. They use a glue called Loca, and that is prone to delamination with exposure to heat, humidity, sunlight, and after 3 to 6 years in use, right outside of warranty, that glue is going to fail and leave you with a huge bubble and a lot of touch problems. Not to worry though, we can show you how to install the new touch panel that's not going to have these problems, and you won't have to go to the dealer. First off, you want to make sure you order the correct version. Go to qscreens.com, you'll see our part finder that shows you the exact model to order based on your options. So use that, qscreens.com, to make sure you order the right product. Watch out for replicas. Like anything, there's counterfeits that are very subpar quality. Avoid those. Make sure you get the right product from the source to avoid any issues. The important thing here, there's no need to buy a new display unit assembly from the dealer. We can replace just the touchscreen and keep your other expensive parts intact. There's nothing wrong with them. There's no reason to throw them out. And we have the upgraded touchscreen replacements that we're going to get into here. This is an upgraded design. It's better in every way, and it's going to fix the issues you have with no dealer hassles or programming or any of that stuff. All right, let's jump into the do-it-yourself video. You'll need the T8 or T20 Torx bit driver, a nice nylon trim tool, and our UAV replacement screen available at qscreens.com. Give yourself about 20 minutes and you'll have this taken care of. All right, the upcoming video is going to show you how to remove the display from all 3 model vehicles that are compatible, and then we'll show you the general how to open it up and replace the screen. Alright guys, today we're working on a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This has the classic touchscreen delamination that all Grand Cherokees have, as well as most Chrysler products. We can see it's got the big bubble around here. If you go to the dealer parts desk, it's going to ask you to replace the entire display unit. No need to do that. We're going to replace just this touchscreen at a fraction of the price, and we'll get you fixed up permanently with this improved design. So stay tuned to learn the process. Alright, on the Grand Cherokee, it's very simple. You'll want to reach the bottom of the plastic bezel where the air conditioning controls are. Grab it firmly as hard as you can and just pull forward. You'll notice these plastic clips will disengage from the bottom, and they'll allow an opening for you to use your nylon trim tool and kind of work all the way around this bezel panel and pop the clips loose from the dash. There's no screws to be worried about. Sometimes it's really hard to remove. You have to use some elbow grease and some force, but just pop it loose. Keep working the tool around it, and it will separate from the dash, exposing the connectors on the back. These connectors are very simple. Squeeze the locking tab in the middle and pull the connector straight back to disengage it. Once the display panel is off, you'll see a series of gold screws holding this black cover on. Remove those gold screws. They are size T8 right around that square you see there, and that will expose the display unit. And we'll come back to that here shortly after showing the other vehicles. And then those 4 black Phillips head screws are all that holds it in place. Now on the Pacifica, this is very similar. It's just held in place with friction clips, so reach around the sides, use your trim tool, and pull it straight towards you to disengage it from the dash and disconnect the connectors just like before. Very, very simple. And finally, on the Ram, lift up the rubber cover on the top. You'll see some T20 Torx screws that hold the large display panel to the dash. Remove those, and then it's the same as the others. pull the whole assembly straight back, use your trim tool if you have to, and create some separation so you can grab it firmly and pull it towards the back of the vehicle, and it will pop loose, exposing those connectors and exposing the black Phillips head screws that hold the display panel to the bezel. All right, now with the display panel out of the bezel, you can lift off the metal cover to expose the circuit board and connectors. Now we have 3 ribbon cables to disengage for the first step. The first of these 3 is on the left side, and you can see how the locking clip is black and it just pivots up 90 degrees and allows you to pull out this ribbon cable. You want to lift it up and out. There's 2 little ears or little tabs that hold these ribbon cables in place securely. So after it's unlocked, lift it up and out. You'll notice the far left one had a different position on the locking tab, but it works the same, where you just lift it up and pull up and out on all 3 cables. So now we have access to the 4 Phillips head screws on the corners. Remove those. It's a size Phillips number 2. You can use a driver or by hand. Keep these screws safe. We want to reuse these with the new screen installation. All right, so now the metal panel and circuit board can lift off, and we're going to reuse that. That's why it's a much lower cost here, is because we get to reuse the expensive circuit boards instead of throwing them out like you would with the dealer replacement. So we'll take the new CS UAV LCD unit and just drop that metal housing assembly on top of it. All the holes are going to line up perfectly, and reinstall the 4 screws. Don't over tighten these. As soon as the screw stops, it's fine. You don't need to wrench down on it very hard. Just get it until the screw hits the metal and you're good. All right, so we successfully transferred that circuit board and metal backing plate. Now we want to reconnect those ribbon cables again. So we're going to reconnect the new ribbon cables that come attached to the touchscreen assembly. Just like before, make sure the connector is unlocked. Go in from the top and pivot those ribbon cables down and make sure the locking ears are locked in place. So you can see there's a white line that shows you it should line up with the white line on the green circuit board if you've got it in properly. Hold it in straight, lock down your clip, and move on to the next one. The important thing here is to make sure those ears or tabs on the side of the ribbon cable, they actually go into their slot, and that's how we know we have a proper connection. If you miss this connection, it won't work properly. So once they're in securely and you've checked the line alignment guide, lock that clip down. It does help to hold the ribbon cable in place while you lock it to keep it nice and straight. All right, that's it. Simple as that. Put it back in the display panel, reassemble it, and put it back in your vehicle. There's no programming, no dealer visits or calibration. Everything just works as it should, and it's going to look even better than your factory one, and you won't have to worry about the delamination again. Thanks for watching. You saved $1,300 for a quick job here. qscreens.com for the order. If you have any questions, post them on this YouTube video. Thanks for watching.